Hey guys, I'm back with another video. As you can see, I did my hair. It doesn't look amazing, but it's fine. It's my hand. My hair is hard to handle. I didn't put conditioner into it. I think I should condition my hair. I was too lazy. But I put like cream into it and it looks fine. I don't care. It's fine. Yeah. I just wanted to do another video. So I have a lot of stuff to say. I never know where my video making is going, like when do I want to do a video, But I have moments where I feel like now it's the time to record a video, Sometimes when I record a video where I just talk, I feel like the next video will be a hardcore edited video and I'm taking a lot of time with the next video, but then I come back and I'm like, I kind of want to do a talking video. It's fine. I don't know if you guys noticed, but yesterday my latest video I did on his channel, I put it on private yesterday because for a moment I felt like I can do better. This is not a quality video. And then today I privated it because I felt like I look shit on the thumbnail. This is not quality content. And then I got to sleep and I woke up today and I was like, I think I have to get used that this video is online and this is what I can do right now. So I shouldn't have too high expectations for myself, and there's nothing wrong with this video. Maybe I just don't like this video because I'm so real. So I made it public again and now it's back on my channel. I don't know if anyone noticed, it just had 5 views. It was not because of the views, I just looked at the thumbnail and I was like, I look like shit on his thumbnail. I mean, I could do another thumbnail, but I don't want to. I'm too lazy. And sometimes I'm uncertain about those yapping videos. Sometimes I feel like, why am I just talking here? What is this even supposed to be like? Because I don't know. I watch YouTubers like The Anime Man, or sometimes I watch Moist Critical or Super iPad Wolf, and I think like their videos, they always have a certain topic to it, and in my case I feel like I'm just starting a video with not any topic in my mind. I just want to talk. And I think that's already fine. I'm already cool with that. But sometimes I don't know, people don't know what they get from my videos. And it's actually pretty fucking hard to make YouTube channel where it's not with every video. Sometimes I have a certain topic to talk about. But when you just start a video with not something particular in mind, it's really hard for the algorithm to put you in the right place and get to see more, which is fine because I think people still like my videos. There's some people watching my videos. And actually the last video I uploaded got a lot of more, people were watching it much longer. So that's good. And I don't really when I talk about those things, like the algorithm, I don't really think about it. I just do what I feel passionate about. And those videos are created in a way that I just feel like now is the moment that I want to talk and I just want to share something. And I don't know what is going to happen, but you're all with me on this adventure, And yeah, I don't know. I didn't had so my whole progress, because if you watched my other videos, I know this is really simple stuff I'm talking about. There's nothing particularly special happening in my channel. It's a really normal channel. Okay, sorry. I was a little bit confused for a second. It's a really normal channel where I just talk about really normal things. I'm talking about I finally can do my hair, or I have to do the dishes, not there's more going on in my videos, but sometimes it's just like, yeah, I accomplished to do the dishes, like, you know. And I had a lot of moments in the last weeks, months, where I was unsure about YouTube, where I was like, I don't really want to do YouTube, it sucks. Then I went back to, I fucking love to do YouTube, it's cool, I will do YouTube, I'm committed. Then I shifted back to, I don't want to do YouTube. And it shifted the whole time. And those shifts don't help me as extreme anymore. It's like, sometimes I just feel like, oh, I'm not really in the mood for YouTube. And like, I can always stop doing videos, you know, but I think on some level there should be a commitment, and at the same time, you don't want to force yourself to do YouTube. Because YouTube is hard to do. You're showing your face to random people on the internet, not as random people, because the algorithm usually recommends you to a lot of like-minded people in my experience, but you share yourself and you share vulnerable things of your sides with yourself, and that can be overwhelming, and you don't have to do YouTube if you don't want to. And sometimes I just feel like I want to protect myself, I just want to protect my vulnerable sides, and I don't think that's supposed to belong to random people on the internet. Even though it's not really random people, you reach certain people where you are thankful a lot of times that they read that and they understand you, and a lot of people are open-minded, you know. But it's not like sharing it to friends, you know. I don't look at my friends and be like, I don't want to be friends with this person today, and then tomorrow, I want to be friends with this person. No, like, YouTube is not my friend, you know. And maybe I just have to accept with YouTube that it's just something I do right now, and it's something I do in the moment, and it's something I maybe can do in the future, but it's not something I have to do my whole life. But the problem is this feeling of like, I do this in the moment and I can stop every time. It just doesn't feel nice. It just doesn't feel nice to be like, I just do that in the moment. Like, that just feels like YOLO. That just feels like, that feels stressful, actually. That feels stressful. I do this in the moment, and tomorrow I don't do this. We want safety in our lives. So I kind of want to know a little bit if YouTube is something that at least is meaningful in a way, or like maybe not meaningful, but like maybe not something. I don't want YouTube to be something I can go back to, but I want YouTube to be something where I'm not looking at it and be like, I hate that I did that and I don't want to do it anymore. I just want to have it normal. Like, sometimes you have passion for a certain show and you're really committed to the show and you watch the show a lot, and then you don't think about the show for a long time, but you had a good experience and a good time with it, and it's still part of yourself. And I want YouTube to kind of be part of myself, but still something that I'm not forced to do, that I'm not committed to do. And if I don't do it, I'm still alive, you know? And because I don't think YouTube is realistic to be like, you have to do this my whole life. I don't think that. I think it's different with stuff like art, but even art. Like, if I would have children one day, I would maybe not do art anymore. You know, every hobby you do, you will never do your hobby forever. But YouTube is such a special thing because YouTube is the thing where you can get seen by people and you can get famous. And I don't really care about fame, but it's like, when you already achieved that you talk to people, and there are people waiting for your content, then it kind of feels weird to just stop and be like, I don't want to do that anymore. And this is why I think YouTube probably feels like a little bit like, I kind of want this to be a long-term commitment, but I can always do breaks, and I don't have to do this, and I can sometimes, I can stop doing that, you know? And I just don't think it's right to do YouTube and then stop it and never come back. You know, this feeling when YouTubers just stop and they don't come back, it's such a weird feeling because it feels like there are people waiting for you, people that had fun with you, with your videos, and it kind of sucks when the person is just disappearing from the internet. So probably I will always, I don't know what is going to happen in my life, but maybe, just maybe, I am a person who will come here and there and be on YouTube, and maybe I'm gonna do this my whole life. Sometimes it feels like I could do this my whole life, and then I feel like I don't want to have this commitment. And the best way is probably to stop thinking about it and just doing it, but I'm not on a level yet. I have to figure it out. And I hope I can, because those shifts are really exhausting. But in the last days, it changed a little bit, and I was like not hating on YouTube anymore. I had moments where I was like, maybe I don't want to do YouTube, but I didn't feel like, I hate YouTube and I'm never gonna do it again. You know, it felt like maybe I'm not gonna do YouTube now. And then I just click it out in my head, and this maybe I'm never gonna do YouTube now can become a big long thing. It could be for a year that I'm like, oh, I just don't want to do it. Maybe I just don't want to do it. But it's something I always can come back to, unless I always can do it. It doesn't matter. I think it probably is also something to do with when you do a lot of videos, well, you get seen in the algorithm more, you get more views. And if you stop doing it, then, and you come back after 2 years, probably less people recognize your channel. I don't even know if that's true, because it depends how people like you too and how people remember you. I don't think it's just the algorithm. I mean, yes, the video recommends your video, but I think if you're really attached to a YouTuber, then you will probably come back to every video they do, even if they were not being on the platform for a long time. It's not just the algorithm. This is what I personally think. Yeah, I had this moment where I was like, I don't like my latest video, and I have this moment I have to make more quality content, because I'm just sitting here and I'm just not editing anything. I'm just talking straight away in the camera, and there's something good about this. I like this, but then I feel like it's not high quality. People want to see I don't think people want to see scripted videos, but like videos with a certain topic that are like a certain topic about, where it's like funny memes or something. I don't even think that's kind of true. I think people are totally cool with me just talking without any script, and I am aware that that's a good thing. You don't have to tell me, it's a good thing. But still, like, I feel like it's not enough, especially that I'm talking about all kinds of things. And you just have to stick to the journey, I guess, you know? I don't really do videos where I think, what does the viewer want? But that's a good thing, because I really have to say something. But sometimes I feel like those things I say are just meaningless, and I'm just stupid. I feel like, because, for example, my apartment is pretty fine. Like, when people come into my apartment, I usually say it is a normal looking apartment. It looks totally fine. It looks clean. It's totally fine. But then I have the exception for myself that I want to have my apartment more clean. I want to have the kitchen not like dishes around or something, you know? And I want to just have my apartment in perfect state. That's probably not achievable and not realistic every time, but I want to come to that moment where I just come into my apartment and everything is just tidy. It just feels great, because a tidy apartment is better for your mental health. This is just how it is. And it feels better. You feel like a productive human being. And I want to get to that level. I don't care what other people do in their life. I just want to get to that level. And wanting to get to that level keeps me going in my life and keeps me like, hey, I have stuff to do and it not stressing me out. It's like I'm improving. But then I share that because I know my apartment's not perfect, and I feel like, oh, my mental health is bad, because I don't think my mental health is bad, but like, I'm not in the best version of myself because my apartment is not looking in the best version of myself. And that reflects how I talk about things. Because then I talk about, yeah, I have to clean my apartment. And I'm like, why am I talking about cleaning my apartment? Like, there are people who make valuable content on this platform where they actually talk about meaningful things. And the only thing I have to say, because I feel in that moment like I don't have my life, and I feel like I have my life together, but not on the level how it should be like. And then I talk about, I have to clean my apartment. I don't even talk about those things all the time, but I feel like those things reflect in my video. My tidy apartment reflects my videos. And then I feel like my videos are just not on a level they could be, and they could be much more quality and much more better if I would concentrate on more things in my life more. But it takes time and it's a progress. And then I feel like I want to do less videos and focus more on my life around the videos and plan my videos more. I don't want to plan my videos more, but I want to get more shit done in my life instead of pushing a lot of videos out, because those little videos aren't as meaningful. And if I would have my life more together, I would produce less content, but that also means it would be much more hitting content, would be videos with a bigger impact, with meaningful things. But I don't know if that's even true, and I think it's totally fine to be in a process and not be perfect. And then I'm like, maybe this not perfect video sucks, because it's like, I just a person, like, I don't know, I look at other YouTubers and I'm like, yeah, they have like shit to say, and I'm just here, oh gosh, like the thumbnail of my latest video looks so ass, and I'm just being like, I'm surviving I think I'm more than surviving. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to improve. This is what I basically say in my video, and that's like, that's nothing interesting. That's not enough for YouTube. Which is not true. I think people are totally fine with the progress. And probably I have too many standards for myself. And maybe I just should lower my standards for myself and be fine with what I have. You know? Because probably people like my videos, and probably I'm doing better than other people. Probably I achieve much more things already than other people. I think I have a pretty normal life, and maybe I'm just disillusioned by all the stuff we see on social media, because on social media people share always their perfect life. And I can tell you, I don't believe that those people all have their perfect life. They don't want to be real. I mean, I also don't want to show my unclean dishes online, because it makes me uncomfortable, and that would stress me out to show that to the public, but I'm still talking about it. You know, it's fine to not wanting to share it's not a mistake, but like things that are not perfect. You don't have to share that. But sometimes I like the thumbnail I'm looking. Look, everybody on YouTube looks so perfect on their thumbnails, and I'm just sitting like there. Like, I'm just like, and it's like, maybe that's kind of cute. Not gonna lie, I think that's kind of wholesome, because I'm just a normal person and I just don't give a shit. And maybe this is why people like it. And maybe people like it much more when I'm like this, as a girl who's like, I work out too, and dude, I want to be a gym girl one day. I don't care that I'm not going to the gym. I work out at home, and yeah, you can achieve good results with body weight training. I would go to the gym when I had the money. I don't do that because I'm not lazy. My household is average, but I'm pretty disciplined when it comes to health and to working out. I'm a fitness person. Even though I'm losing weight right now, I'm still weighing too much, but I'm a pretty disciplined person when it comes to working out. And what I wanted to say is that I would go to the gym one day if I have the money. But I can also achieve the results I want at home. You know? what I want to, I don't know why I was talking about the gym now. I forgot what I was talking. I'm getting distracted. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I wanted to say. No, I forgot what I wanted to say. I don't like this shit. I forgot. It was a really interesting topic, but I forgot. I just distracted talking about gym. Yeah, I'm working out at home. I work out and my diet is pretty healthy and I'm losing weight. I maybe people like that I am just a normal guy on YouTube. Maybe people like that. And I don't know what I wanted to say. I fucking forgot. It was a really interesting topic. Oh my gosh. I want I never, and I was scared about that. I never. Okay. I do YouTube, and I have moments where I'm like, I wish. I don't care. I want to have I'm unemployed right now, but I want to have a job one day, a normal job. It's not a high paid job at all. It's a job that pays me so much that I'm not stressing about having not like I don't need a lot of money, and I want a job that makes me happy, but I also want to have a job that gives me money that I don't have stress out about. I don't need a lot of money, but I want to have a normal job. I don't care about gaining money with YouTube. But I still have moments where I think it would be cool to be on a level one day. Maybe that's gonna happen, maybe not. I don't give a shit. It would be cool to maybe one day be on that level. And that's gonna take me a long time because even if I would gain money with YouTube, I wouldn't make the cut immediately and be like, yeah, I'm just becoming a YouTuber now, because that would stress me out, because then I would be like, I have to do YouTube and it's my job now and I don't want this. I want this to be a free thing that I always can stop doing. So I would stick to just having a normal job. But maybe one day I have the opportunity, maybe not. I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna say it out. Nobody will laugh at me. I just have the opportunity to have enough money that I just can do YouTube and I don't have to work anymore and I just can do my life in a chill way. That would have been awesome. But, you see I'm not an I don't want to be an influencer. I don't even see myself as a content creator. I don't even want to call myself a YouTuber. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm just a person who does YouTube videos. I'm a manga artist. I am a manga artist, but I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm sorry, I'm not a YouTuber. I don't identify myself with this. Maybe it changes one day, but right now, I don't identify myself with being a YouTuber. Maybe. Do you see those big ass influencers who go and travel? And yes, it would be cool for me to travel, but I don't want to have a life where I travel all the time, because that feels like normal people don't travel that much. Normal people don't have as much as money. And even if I would, which probably is not going to happen, but even if I would have more money than normal people, which I have less money than normal people, but like, if I would have more money, I just had that thought in my mind. What if I had more money and I could travel wherever I want? I wouldn't travel the whole time. I would save that money for shit. I would spend money too. I don't want to be like, I'm just saving person. I don't know what is going to happen. I don't want to think about it, but I wouldn't like to travel the whole time and fly fucking business class because I don't want to be a rich person. Like, I don't want to live a rich lifestyle and spend money on all the things and be disconnected from normal average humans that can't travel the whole time, you know? So, if I would travel, that would be cool. Uh, Basically, just for content, but not like traveling the whole time. I like to watch YouTubers who travel, but I don't like to watch YouTubers who just travel the whole time, and it feels like they just live a lifestyle I don't want to live because it's like you living a lifestyle that most people don't have, and I just don't want to be this person because I just want to be part of the people and live a lifestyle where I save a lot of money, where I don't spend too much money, where I could spend my money on good things like charity for trees or climate change or something. I don't know. Um, Traveling. I think the average human being deserves more holidays than just 30 holidays in a month, and this is why it would be cool for me to have YouTube one day as something I can do and I don't have to work anymore. That would be awesome, you know, because then I could travel more often, but I don't want to travel as much as normal influencers do and live a life of a big influencer, having a crazy big house. I don't want that. I don't want that shit. I don't want that shit. Because then I live things in my life that nobody of my viewers can live. And it makes me disconnected from my viewers. And I think content is much more beneficial when it's real. And when it's a real person doing it. And I think this is why my content is kind of cool. Because it's a person who's just a normal person. It's not someone who has like all Louis Vuitton crazy clothes. And I want to stay like that. I think I would get depressed if I would have a bunch of money and my content started become the influencer content. I just would feel like I'm living a delusional lifestyle, even though would had that. I don't know if that's gonna even happen. I'm just thinking about it. I don't even know. I'm pretty happy. I don't need that, you know. But I think it's important to think about it when you do YouTube more seriously because it could happen. It could happen. It could happen, maybe not. I just don't want that. I don't even want content like this on my channel because it's like I don't think it's relatable and I don't think that's good content. I think human content is good content. Passion. And I don't think it's passionate if you're just traveling. And it's like, look at me, I'm in this perfect, luxurious hotel and I'm traveling so many business class. I don't like to consume content like that. And when I wouldn't have that money, I wouldn't like to consume that content either because I feel like I'm living a lifestyle no one else is living and it just makes me feel lonely. It just makes me feel lonely, you know? And it feels like when I have more money, I feel like I have more responsibility. Because I don't think a person is supposed to have so much money and has that money all for themselves. I don't think that's how it should be. At least invest your money kind of like in things that make sense. And I don't think you need the biggest villa. You need the most expensive things. You can buy. I think buying things is only feels good when it's like one particular thing you want and it costs more, and then you really like that one thing, but you don't need a bunch of things. And I don't know. I don't want to spend too much money. I don't even can do that. I'm saving money right now. I don't have the problem of spending too much money right now, but what do you do when you have money? You know, I don't want to think about it. And the thought of just having a normal job feels better to me, because then it's like I'm just like everybody else. I'm just the average person, but it also makes you feel like you're kind of like connected with people. And I don't want to lose the connection to my viewers. And I think that can happen not because you gain more money, but how you live your life with a lot of money. I mean, look at PewDiePie. Like, he is having a lot of money, but his videos just, he just does normal things in his videos. He does things in his videos that we all can do. There is nothing outstanding happening in his videos. It's always stuff where it's like, yeah, I could do that too. He still lives a normal life. And this is why people like his videos, because he just feels really relatable, you know? Yeah. I don't know where I'm going with my content. I'm not getting. I'm always afraid. Oh my gosh, I'm so afraid. I'm always like, when I say like I don't know where I'm going with my content, that doesn't mean I'm gonna change my content. I don't like how my content is. I'm gonna change my content. No, it just means that I don't know where I'm going with my content. It just, I said that before, but I want to make it still clear that everybody's safe. That I probably not change this content. I don't want to change this content. I don't like this shit when like YouTubers doing good and their content is awesome, and I'm like, I'm finally making quality content, and everything they did before was so cool, and then I change it and it becomes weird. No. Like, I still stick to my. I mean, of course, I develop. I'm not gonna do everything I did like in the beginning. People change, maybe people develop. But certain things stick with you, and that you just improve them. You become better in them. And maybe I'm gonna move to other content one day. Maybe I'm not gonna do yapping videos as often anymore. I don't know, I'm just making an example. But it's still me in the video. It's a good channel when it's still you in a video as a YouTuber. I don't want to explain myself anymore. So thank you very much for watching this channel, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.